Hi, my name is Lakeisha Hines.
And I'm Willie Hines.
And you are watching the Storehouse for Caregivers. Welcome to the wonderful month of May. I love May. Do you know why I love May?
Why do you love May?
Because it's Mother's Day. It's the month for mothers, for mommies, for mamas, mamacitas, all those wonderful mommies in the world. I love May. But there is something else that's going on that's important too, and it is mental health awareness.
Yes, mental health awareness month. But can I go back to Mother's Day right quick?
Yes, please.
Why do everyone prepare for Mother's Day the day after Mother's Day? They prepare for the next year. And Father's Day, we prepare the morning of.
I think it's because dads are always like, oh, we don't need all that. Okay. Like, it's not a big deal for us. And like, if there were no mommies, there would be no daddies.
Okay. All right, I'm sorry. Mental Health Awareness Month.
Okay. But thank you for your question.
My mental health is struggling with not being recognized. Okay,
oh my gosh. But listen, that doesn't apply to you. You are recognized.
I am.
We take care of you.
I'm just kidding.
Yes. Okay. So again, May being Mental Health Month, we really want to make sure that everyone who is watching, listening to this, that you are focusing on your mental health, not just this month, but every month. Let this be one of those indicator lights in your car when you need to go get your oil changed, right? That this is the time for you to focus on your mental health. And really, it's almost like a midpoint too for the year, not almost, but somewhat midpoint in the year where you can make a decision about how you're going to move forward, right? For the rest of the year and prioritizing your mental health.
So today we're going to discuss 5 tips for thriving as a caregiver. And I want to be very intentional about highlighting thriving. We want to move from a place of survival to the thriving arena. So these are some healthy, low-cost tips to ensure that we're thriving.
We're always focused on low-cost tips, yes.
Yes.
So number 1, take a break. You have got to take a break. It's okay to do that. I remember there's a former coworker of mine. She literally had 2 autistic sons, and she was always baking and making things. She was always in the kitchen. And I remember thinking to myself, like, why are you always cooking something? Like, are you not exhausted? How are you managing? How are you doing all of this in the kitchen? And then she said, I have a little secret, Lakeisha. That's where I escape to get a break from the kids. They're not allowed in the kitchen. So really, it's a break for me. I love cooking. It brings me joy. I'm feeding my family. I'm also making, those little delicacies. She used to make all these little hors d'oeuvres and things. Oh my gosh, sweet treats, all the good things, right? But that was a break for her. So you have to figure out, like, what's a break for you and what that looks like for you. If you can afford to, if you can find the resources to hire a professional to come in and give you relief, even if it's just one day a week, even if it's just for a few hours, it's so important for you to take that time for yourself. And if you can't hire someone, ask a friend or family member for help. One of the things that we are just, oh my gosh, it's like our pie in the sky dream list for us now is to find a way for us to be able to network and work together as caregivers to give each other a break. So stay tuned. More to come on that.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to take a break from everyone and spend time alone to experience, appreciate, and love yourself. I'm going to state this one thing now. You're going to hear it again throughout this episode, but there are 24 hours in the day. That's it. We try to accomplish 28 hours of work in 24 hours. You can't do it.
It's impossible.
It's impossible. It's not mathematically appropriate. So take a break, and you don't have to be doing anything. Make a decision and decide that I'm going to do nothing.
Nothing.
I'm going to sit and watch mindless TV.
Yes. I'm going to play a game on my phone.
I'm going to play a game on my phone. I'm just going to sit out back.
And stare. Out into space.
And it's okay.
And you
can find happiness, solace in those things. So take a break to spend time with yourself.
Yeah, so we're always going to be raw, real, transparent with you all, and share our lives with you. It's interesting because we literally just had this conversation where I was telling Willie, I said, I think you probably need to take some time for yourself. There's been a lot going on, just a lot of moving parts, juggling a lot of things. And I think you need to take some time for yourself. And so when you have friends or you have a spouse or partner, someone who is very close to you and they're able to recognize when you're getting close to what we call our thresholds, then we're intentional about showing up for the other person and saying, hey, I'm noticing that you're starting to get close to that threshold, so maybe you want to take some time for yourself so that you can relieve some of that stress, right? So you can have time alone. And then also, this is a gender thing too, in some ways, because women, for us, generally speaking, we process outwardly. Right? When we need to talk about something, there's something going on with us, we're stressed out about something, we call our girlfriend or we call someone or we go to our partner or spouse and we want to talk about it. But men go inside to process. They're internal processors, just like they like a physical man cave that no one's supposed to be allowed to be in.
Need to put locks on the door.
They also have mental man caves that they go inside to process. And we have to respect that. We have to give them that space and opportunity to process. And that's not to say it can't be flipped, right? There are some women who go inside to process and some men who process outwardly. But generally speaking, that's the way we differ gender-wise with processing. So we're not going to be able to have that time to process and get clarity if we don't take that time alone.
Take that break.
Take that break. All right. So tip number 2, release tension by having fun. This might be my favorite. This might be my favorite. Just because it's serious doesn't mean it can't be fun. He has mastered this. I mean, literally, he has mastered this. I'm good now, right?
You're better.
Yeah.
You're good.
Okay.
Got it right.
It's Mother's Day.
You're right.
It's
right.
Mother's Month.
And I don't want any tension.
Yeah. So just because it's serious, it doesn't mean that it can't be fun. Even in the midst of everything going on, I remember one time we were in the hospital with Braylon, and I don't remember exactly what happened, but we found ourselves laughing in the middle of whatever it was he was was going on with him at that time. Not that the circumstances or the situation was funny, it wasn't, but we were able to find humor in something in the midst of what was going on. And that's so important because guess what? Laughter is actually therapy.
And the thing is, I did not know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that. And the thing about laughter, even in the midst of chaos or contentious situations, it's if everything else is taken care of, it's okay to laugh. We still have emotions that may be tied into the circumstance, but may not allow you to laugh like you want to. But there's a silver lining in each situation, an opportunity to laugh always.
Yeah, and I think too, like just because you're laughing, it doesn't mean that the situation is non-existent. It doesn't mean that you're not still actively working on resolving whatever the issue is. It just means that I'm not going to allow this situation to overtake me. I'm not going to allow it to take my joy, steal my peace, right? I'm going to still find a way to enjoy life and have fun in the midst of these circumstances.
Right.
So we have to change our perspective, right? Because a lot of times the way that we're looking at something influences how we feel about it, and it impacts our ability to still find the joy in life because of our perspective. So if I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this is the worst thing that ever happened to me, it's never going to get better, it's always going to be this way, I'm not finding anything to laugh about. But if I change my perspective and say, man, this is, I love my pastor says this, a momentary light affliction, right? This is what's going on right now. It will not be this way forever. We just have to focus on what we can control and release the rest. Then that frees up space and opportunity for us to be able to find joy in what's going on. And truly, having fun is one of the best stress relievers that are out there. Being able to laugh. I said that laughter is therapy, and I meant that. It's actually been scientifically proven that people have been able to improve their medical conditions. Their medical diagnoses have literally disappeared as a result of them being intentional about laughing. Now, it's not just ha ha ha, right? Like there's actually a science behind it, but being able to laugh every single day actually reduces stress. It releases those good hormones. And I'm telling you, it literally is healing. It's like medicine for your body. You like to have fun.
Love to have fun. Love to have fun.
It's easier for you than it is for me, but
hey, I compartmentalize those things, the stressful things. We'll get through those. After that, no stress. No stress.
Mm-hmm.
So, tip number 3, which is huge. When you are overwhelmed, acknowledge it.
Mm-hmm.
Try your best to understand it. Speak to it. Recognize it so that you can do some mindful techniques or breathing exercises to assist you through that overwhelming period.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to make sure you acknowledge it. And it's okay to say, I am overwhelmed. It's okay for you to tell your loved ones that, or wherever that safe space is, I am overwhelmed. Whether it's a support group, whether it's a mentor, I am overwhelmed. It is 100% okay. And it's 100%, it shows strength that you're able to recognize it, speak to it, so that you can put tools in place to get back to that restful space, restful spirit.
Yeah, this actually was a challenge for us in a season in our marriage. I think you struggled to ask for help and to vocalize when you were overwhelmed. And it's like, if we don't talk about it, then I have no idea what you're going through, and I don't know how to support you in that. And so then it feels like you're over here by yourself, like, you know, trying to manage whatever it is that you're going through, and then you don't tap in your teammate. So you have to remember, like, we are teammates. We're on this journey together, this journey of life together. We are partners in parenting. We are partners in life, and we are a team. So sometimes, like I said, you have to tap in your teammate. Like, listen, I'm overwhelmed. I need help. I need support. Wave the white flag, right? Yeah. And say that you need help. And so we've come up with our own language. We use thresholds, but we encourage you to come up with your own language with your partner, with your friends, that you can send out that smoke signal to let them know that, hey, I'm in trouble over here. I'm struggling right now. Oh my gosh, you remember January support group, one of our support group members, she was telling us that she had gotten to a really, really dark place. And she hesitated at first to reach out to her support system. Mm-hmm. But then she was like, listen, I have to ask for help. And she reached out to her support system, and they came
in town.
They were out of town, and they came in town to help and support her. So to Willie's other point, friends and family, oftentimes, they want to help, but they don't necessarily know how. I think we talked about this before. They don't know how to help. And so we have to be the ones to advocate for ourselves. We have to be the ones to communicate and say, I'm in trouble over here and I need help. Please help me. And then be clear about how you need help, when you need the help, so that they understand how they can jump in and support you. So there's strength in asking for help. We cannot stress that enough. Please ask for help. Okay. Tip number 4.
Oh, my goodness.
Get enough sleep. Okay, so they probably want to curse us out with this one, right? Because if you've got a kiddo like our kiddo who's getting up in the middle of the night, does not sleep through the night. You're like, how am I supposed to get enough sleep?
Yes, lack of sleep. And I'm sorry, we did a typo. Lack of sleep can build up stress.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. You become more irritable. Your immune system is compromised and called physical, emotional illness.
Yes. Yes.
For that lack of sleep, and you're not as sharp throughout the day.
Yes.
Lakeisha, I think she spoke last month about brain fog.
Mm-hmm.
That one day she was because of lack of sleep, she's looking at the computer like, what am I supposed to be doing? What needs to be done? just in a space of blah. I'll just say that.
Yes.
So lack of sleep can cause some healthcare concerns as well as some mental health concerns as well.
Yeah, so there's been research that's shown that lack of sleep actually can lead to physical illnesses like heart disease and high blood pressure. So, and that's just the name too. There's many out there that have been connected to a lack of sleep and like prolonged chronic stress, right? So we want to try to alleviate that stress as much as possible. So I said, you probably want to curse us out when we said get more sleep. And how are we supposed to go about doing that? I have an answer. You have to take inventory of your 24 hours. Willie says all the time, we only have 24 hours, no more than 24 hours, right? What are you doing with your 24 hours? Now, this is me being fully transparent with you. I like to Netflix and chill, okay? I love to do this. But what I recognize is that I can take 30 minutes, an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours sometimes watching Netflix. If I just cut that down to maybe one episode, I'm giving myself, especially if it's a 30-minute episode, right? I'm giving myself back an hour and 30 minutes. So there are definitely ways where we can cut out other things to be able to prioritize sleep. And one of the things that Willie is really, really good about is just going to bed around the same time every night, as much as possible, right? So we're training our bodies to get sleepy around the same time and to get up around the same time when we're able to create that regiment, that schedule for ourselves. We're training ourselves to be able to go to sleep and get that certain amount of time, which again helps to alleviate stress. And those of you who are trying to lose weight, you get more sleep, it helps with your weight loss program as well.
Interesting thing right quick about sleep and just about going to bed. There's a difference between going to bed and falling asleep.
You're about to tell my business.
It may be somebody else's business as well. So, again, as Lakeisha stated, she likes to Netflix and chill. And sometimes instead of watching Netflix, Netflix is watching her.
This is true.
Netflix is watching her. So I have to take off her glasses, remove the phone, then I can go to bed. But seriously, we're not saying cut out the things that you like to do because you need that time for you. But just make some different decisions if you're struggling with sleep. Be intentional about going to bed. Another factor that helps you with sleep is to take things off that checklist and put them on paper so you're not thinking about those things that you need to do off that to-do list.
Right.
Because those things tend to keep you up at night. You're thinking about it.
Yes.
What do I have to do tomorrow? Tomorrow's going to take care of tomorrow. But write it down. That way you can free your mind to have a restful sleep. Yeah,
it's called brain dumping, and it's very powerful. It doesn't have to have any rhyme or reason. You literally are just writing everything down that's in your head. You're literally dumping everything that's in your brain. Another way, those for my digital divas and dudes, you literally can use your voice recorder on your phone, and you can brain dump that way. But the point is to release everything that's in your brain so that you're having a more restful sleep. I like that one. Yeah. All right, number 5.
Most difficult
For some is to get help whenever needed. Again, finding out from your friends and family who's available and willing to assist you and tapping them in when you need them. Finding out from your employer if they have mental health resources for you. Most companies now
Go ahead.
absolutely have mental health resources for you.
Not only do they have mental health resources, some companies have started providing or giving caregiver leave.
Yes.
And it's not through your insurance or anything like that. It's another form of vacation time. And it does not tap into your regularly allotted PTO.
Yeah, like your PTO.
So you have 3 to 5 days. Different employers. I'm not saying all employers, but some employers have caregiver leave as a benefit to you. So take advantage and just research your employer to see if that's an option for you.
Yeah. So it goes back to asking for help, right?
Yeah.
asking for help. And then, of course, look within your local community for mental health resources. We're within your community, right? You can definitely reach out to us, and we're willing to offer any support we can to connect you to those resources. We do this all the time, and we're happy to support you in that way. One of the things that you can do is you can go to our website. There's a contact page. And when you click on that, there's a form, short form that you can fill out, or you can actually schedule what we call a spotted call. And we love these spotted calls because literally the purpose is to spotlight whatever the need is that you're having. And you can go on our calendar and schedule a day and time that works for you. That was so important for us to do because what we were finding is that when families were reaching out to us, we were missing each other, right? We were playing phone tag. And so that cuts out all the phone tag. You literally can schedule that appointment so we know when you're available, when we're available, and then we miss having the goal to go back and forth, and we're able to connect you to whatever resources that you need.
So those are 5 quick tips for thriving, again, not surviving, thriving as a caregiver. Again, that last one is help. It's so hard. It's so hard to ask for help, but we want to encourage you and give you the power to ask for that help.
Why do you think asking for help is so hard, though?
It leaves you vulnerable. It leaves you somewhat vulnerable, feeling of potential rejection.
Yes.
And you feel like you may be viewed as weak for asking for that help. Mm-hmm. So those are things that stop most people from asking for help.
So if the concern is looking weak, how can we shift that? Because for me, what we've always shared with the families that we support is their strength in asking for help. How can they shift that mindset to seeing that as being them empowered, right? Yeah. Versus being weak?
You have to be dogged in the approach.
Okay.
And say, you know what, I need this. I don't care what you think.
It is.
This
is where we're going?
It is.
Oh my gosh.
I don't care what you think or what you feel. I'm doing this for me because I need help and I love me. So I need to get this help no matter what.
You can say it.
I'm not going to say it.
I'll say it for you. So we have this thing. Well, he has this thing, and it used to drive me crazy. Like when he said, it kind of still does, just a little bit. But I understand the value in it. He says, you know what? Kiss me or diss me. It's like, and that's really this mindset where it's like, you accept me just as I am or not. That's your problem. Either way is fine. It's your problem if you don't, right? So I agree with you. We do have to have this mindset of not being concerned about what other people think. I remember when Braylon's self-injurious behaviors were at their height, and we would be out in public and he would start hitting himself and people would stop and they would stare. And that used to really bother me. And, you know, a couple of times, like, I wanted to just say, if you're not going to help me, keep it moving, right? Just leave us alone. But I realized that, you know, it's a natural instinct when something is going on for people to turn around and look. Yep. And they didn't know how to help. They didn't know what to do or how to support us. And it just took me growing and maturing to the point where it's like, I know they're going to stare and I really don't care because now my focus is on keeping my child safe and I'm not concerned about what's going on around me. So it's the same thing when you go to reach out and ask for help. You can't be concerned about what people are going to think. You can't be concerned about whether or not it makes you look weak or like you are incapable of doing something. The reality is you're stronger because you're asking for help. People being able to admit that they don't have it all together, that's when we bond and we connect. And we grow. I will never forget a mom telling me, we had one of our Mom's Day Out events, which is this month, by the way. Hope to see your face in the place. I had a mom tell me when I came with no makeup on. And I said, you know what? I just want to be raw and real and authentic with you ladies today. I just want to bond with you in a way that I never have. And at the end of that Mom's Day Out event, she said, thank you. because you really made me feel, and maybe some of the other moms in here, that you got it all together and everything is just perfect and it's just wonderful and everything's all unicorns and rainbows, because I was sharing with them some of the challenges that, we were facing, and we bonded in a way that we would not have had I not been genuine and authentic and real and vulnerable with them. So I'm encouraging you all to just be okay with telling people that I'm not okay.
That I'm not okay.
Because guess what? They're probably not okay too.
Correct.
And they're just looking for somebody to make it okay to
not
say
to be okay.
We're not okay. And that we're not okay. So please take these 5 tips. Go back over them. Please like, share, subscribe. There's somebody that you know that's going through and you think would really benefit from this. Please share this with them. And if you need help for your kids, there's a website you can go to, mentalhealth.gov, and it'll tell you, what to look for, what to do, how to talk about mental health, because a lot of times we don't know how to have those conversations with our kids, like sex too. We don't know how to have those conversations. But there's a website you can go to help you gain more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of how to communicate with your kids about mental health and how you can actually support them with any mental health challenges that they might be facing, and of course to be able to get help for your kid as well. And so don't forget that during this Mental Health Awareness Month and beyond, do not be afraid to be bold, to be brash.
Wife always
to be
loved
brave.
Acronyms.
Yes.
Always loved the acronym.
So BRASH stands for breaks are necessary.
Release the tension.
Acknowledge when you're overwhelmed.
Sleep is essential.
And help is always near.
Yes, indeed.
Help is always near. Don't forget that. So as always, please stay connected with us. Our support group flyer is here. You can access that on our website, all of our social media channels, and those are there on the screen for you. You go to our website. There's multiple ways to get in contact with us, but we do want to make sure that you are not out there by yourself, that you know that there is a support network that is here for you to support you, and you're not navigating this life by yourself. I did want to share also that when it comes to our mental health, many times we're afraid to communicate that we're having some mental health challenges. It's been a very taboo topic, and a lot of people are embarrassed and ashamed about it. But there's so much help out there for you, and especially for caregivers. Like, you may have been totally fine your entire life, but then you get this special kiddo, right, that's got all these challenges and all these needs, and you're finding yourself maybe feeling depressed. Maybe you're feeling hopeless. Maybe you're feeling anxious and just overwhelmed. It's okay to, again, reach out and get support. If a doctor tells you you need medication, take that medication. Because, again, what you're doing is making sure that you're putting yourself in the best position to not only take care of yourself, but to be able to take care of your kiddo and your loved one with special needs. And then, do you think this is a gender thing, too? Do you think it's more of a male-female issue with, like, getting mental health support?
Yes.
Okay. Like, more difficult for who?
Men.
And why is that?
Because we internalize everything. We are always stating that we're fine, which is feelings inside, never expressed. So we consistently.
Wait a minute.
That.
Did you just hit me with a new acronym?
A quick one.
Say that one more time.
Men genuinely state that we're fine. We're doing fine, which are feelings inside, never expressed.
You know, every time I think he can't, like, impress me even more, he, like, just pulls this stuff out of nowhere, right? This is new. I never heard this.
It's easy for me.
And I had my own acronym, right? So in the mental health world, FINE is the acronym for freaked out, insecure, neurotic, and emotional, right? So when people say they're fine, they probably really are based on that acronym. But no, that's powerful what you said, and that men do go inside the process. And so we do need more of our men to speak up and talk about the challenges and what they're going through, because there's help there for you too. So again, take care of your mental health. Start today. Reach out for help when needed. Don't be afraid to communicate that I'm not okay if you're not okay. You can reach out to us. We're here for you. And we just want to support you for sure. So we want to say thank you again for watching. We appreciate you. We will see you next month. Until we meet again, take care.